It doesn't matter how smart you are. If you can't prove it, no one gives a shit about your deep thoughts. If you can't express them, and you can't make any intelligible sounds. You know idiots who think they are right, but what's interesting is that others believe them. It's not good being gifted to be defeated by a fool. That's why you should learn to show your intelligence, and first of all, it will help you in business. Because your intelligence is your most valuable asset, which you must advertise, otherwise your place under the sun will be taken by someone else. Great minds would have lived in poverty if they hadn't decided to tell the world about themselves. So listen carefully. The longest job is to try to mow down the disadvantages. We as an intellectual minority will strengthen the positive sides of our personalities with the help of clear and proven tools. First of all, identify your strengths. Stop grabbing a new thing every day. You will never get out of your seat to understand what you are predisposed to. Remember all your past activities, then identify the one that attracted you the most. So much so that at the moment of work, the world around you as if ceased to exist. This is the one. You don't have to be the best at it because the most important thing you have is your sparkling interest, which will be the fuel of your progress. But here the next point is important. You need to discard all unnecessary things in your speech and in your life. About the importance of the environment I talked about in the past videos, it will unimaginably accelerate your growth. But remember, every person with whom you communicate thinks only about himself for your problems and thoughts. In his goal has no place. You yourself understood this, but were afraid to admit it because it takes courage. To influence others can only be one way to find their needs and press only there. This is the essence of the definition of power. But why don't you follow this rule every day? Nobody cares about your stupid facts of life as long as they don't affect them. And this is the truth of life. You won't meet Elon Musk and tell him how you like to bowl. No. In reality, all your words will have the only purpose to show your value. It doesn't mean to be a slave and forget about yourself. No, even the government speaking on the podium doesn't talk about itself. On the contrary, its speech is directed to people and they appreciate it. So let's go to the third step. Talk about your accomplishments. I'm sure you hate people who complain about their failures as if life has wronged them. All you hear from them is self-deprecation. But the problem is that you treat them like losers. Pity and respect are two opposites. You can't respect a loser, so use the knowledge from the previous paragraphs. Talk about your skills and explain how they will help people. When you show your strengths and are not afraid to prove yourself, people around you will respect you, both girls and business partners. As soon as I quit my job as a programmer and decided to work for myself, I closed my first clients just like that. Here you have to advertise yourself. But for this purpose, the fourth point is important. Confirm your knowledge of business. A homeless man from the street and a billionaire from the Forbes list can give you the same advice. But we both know who you will listen to. Only the result without overestimation is the miracle of success, and instead of accumulating knowledge and direct all your efforts to practical application, in order to succeed in this fierce race, you must know how to optimize your time. I'm sharing my advice in my life. I would avoid two things. 1, lack of subscription, and 2, unnecessary books. You can handle the first one yourself. I'll tell you about the second one in detail. For this purpose, I'll give you 3 books at once. If someone would have told me about them in my early years, I would have come to success much earlier. Let's start with the fact that if you are a scared bunny inside, it doesn't matter how good you look outside. So first of all, start with the book called The Power of Calmness. Then don't forget. Every failure is a stepping stone to success. You know these words from my videos. I'll give you a hint to adjust the complex of your mind to achieve the goal. Will help you the book Obstacles as a Path. And finally, if you think you are walking like in a fog and can't find yourself, then read the book The Red Pill. And the 5th step is to choose a language. Yes, charismatic artists use words, but this is not the only way to demonstrate intelligence. Artist uses brush, mathematician uses formulas, designer uses style, so decide in which vector you want to develop and direct the beam of energy in this direction. Thank you all for watching. Work hard on yourself and become better than before. I will be glad if you subscribe. See you soon.